Here comes the sun, woman. Oh.
Hello friends, happy March. This is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel for my monthly tarot and astrology readings. Before I get to what's happening in the heavens this month and to the individual tarot readings for the signs, I want to just make two quick announcements. I've started a blog on WordPress.com, and my first posts are meditations on the 22 major arcana. I'll be doing one meditation each month, and I've written these meditations and included a link to some musical inspiration. Check out the article from my post in January, and that will give you all the background information on what these meditations are for and how they can help you, kickstart changes in your own life. Not just using the tarot as a predictive tool, but also using it as an active tool, a psychoactive tool for making changes in our psyche and thus in the world around us. Okay, so check those out on WordPress.com. I've already posted for January, February, and March. Now, I'm also, this month, I'm going to be doing something interesting on my Facebook page, and you can click on the link here that's under the readings here, or on the banner for my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, in order to help you out with some of the eclipse energy that's going on that can make things a little crazy. Some March madness we may have going on already before the eclipse and for this eclipse period. To help you through it, I'm going to be doing mini tarot card readings for very specific questions. So what you need to do is first subscribe to my YouTube channel, then head over to my Facebook page and like the page. Hopefully you will like it. If you do, I definitely appreciate that. And go ahead and post a very specific question, and I will be doing a 2-card reading in response to your questions. Okay, so these are free readings just to kind of give you a quick read and some quick advice on what may be going on for you this month. So 1 question per person, please, and please be clear and thoughtful before you post. All right, thank you so much for that. Now, what's going on this month? Well, as I said, we have a very emotionally sensitive Pisces new moon on excuse me, on March 8th, and this is a solar eclipse, and the solar eclipse is something that's going to shake up energy, bring out hidden issues that may be going on in your life, and it really signifies a clean break in cosmic energy. Now, we know that every new moon is a seed and a moment in time when we can plant our intentions for the following month. Well, the solar eclipse really gives that a power boost. During the solar eclipse, the moon is directly between the earth and the sun, which is a conjunction, and during the brief time, the moon can actually block out the sun, which temporarily turns off the lights, if you will. Now, we have a very finite focus as human beings, and it's natural for us to concentrate on what's in front of us. But at times, this can really limit our perspective on the world, and we can even miss out on opportunities. Well, what happens is the solar eclipses come along, and they might snatch away the familiar in our lives temporarily, which forces us to consider options we might never have otherwise explored. So, although this can cause temporary upheaval, eclipses can end up in the long run being very kind to us. Major growth can happen during these cosmic power outages, and this is when we should really leap into the new and generally improved terrain in our life, even if we feel a little forced by circumstances, okay? Now, we're going to be very eager to take that leap since the moon jumps right into impulsive Aries, not far after that. So, we really want to focus on the new changes in our life. We want to not be afraid to make those changes and put our intentions out into the universe. And what can usually happen on a new moon in a matter of months can happen perhaps in a 30-day period when we have a solar eclipse. So a lot of power there behind that, okay? Those are just my announcements, and let's go ahead and do the individual tarot readings for each of the individual signs. And these again can apply to your sun, moon, or rising sign. So if one sign does not resonate with you, check out the others, and those messages may apply closer to your situation. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead and do the individual readings. Hello Pisces, happy birthday to you. This new moon solar eclipse in Pisces is all about you. So the cosmic eyes are on you at this moment. This eclipse is about healing. It's about you doing with this moment what you wish, okay? So consequences are going to be the result of any actions that you take right now. So make sure you take the ones that you have worked out really well in your mind. Keep moving forward. Keep working on the plans that you have so that your plans can work for you. Keep up the effort that you have been making because you're going to see results. And, you know, this is the time for you to 100% believe in your abilities, okay? Not because it's what you would like to happen, but because you have put the work in, and so you need to believe in yourself and in what it is that you want to happen. This eclipse will bring situations that come directly from what you have put into play already. So whatever foundations you have created at this point, there will be results, okay? So only you know what that means. Just make sure that whatever you're doing with positive action and intention, because this solar eclipse is about healing. This is a very powerful eclipse because Chiron is conjunct. We have several other planets that are in conjunction with this new moon in Pisces, so it's really all about healing. So whatever it is that you want to heal at this point, it is that energy is available for you. Now, we're going to go ahead and do a 5-card tarot reading, and then I'm going to pull a card from the Tao Oracle deck. So this is the new deck I'm using this month, the Art of Life deck. What is the message this month for Pisces with this solar eclipse in Pisces' first house? What is the message this month for Pisces for the month of March? And this is going to extend from March 8th through to April 7th. What is the message for Pisces? Pisces. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in the past. 7 of Wands in the present. 10 of Swords in the future. 5 of Wands crowning, and the Knight of Swords at the base. And the card that we have as your message for what you need to know, Pisces, from the Tao Oracle. All right, that popped up. I'm going to take that for you. Great power. Okay, great power is your spiritual card. So I always accept this card from the Tao Oracle as the message that you need to know. What is the basis of this? Okay, so that really makes sense, Pisces, because what I just said to you is that this is your new moon solar eclipse. The force is with you. So this message of great power, meaning that this new moon eclipse has the potential to bring you great influence, to really boost up your self-confidence, to allow you to act with peak condition, with potency, to really exercise your strength of character, and to act with authority and dignity. That is what is the message for you this month. Now, what's going on? Well, in the recent past, we have the Knight of Pentacles here, so you've been working diligently at something. Knight of Pentacles is a money card, but it also has to do with putting in the work, nose to the grindstone, studying your craft, mastering your craft, slow but steady, staying very focused and doing the details, being focused on the details of what you are trying to accomplish. Now, what is that? Are you learning a new skill? Or is it something, is it business? Have you started a new job and you are working diligently at that? Well, this is what the Knight of Pentacles represents. And the message here on the card is the secret of success is constancy of purpose. So I feel that very recently, at least within the last month, you have been working consistently and constantly at something. Now, what's covering you right now? The Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands usually comes up when there is something that you need to fight for, okay? There may be some competition going on. You may need to focus your energies very, very specifically to get something accomplished. The message on this card, life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Now, can it be that despite all of the hard work you're putting in, you're just not seeing the results right now? Something is holding things back for you. So regardless of how much effort you've been putting in, you're just not seeing the result that you want. What this often means is that you may need to just keep pushing forward despite not seeing the rewards for your efforts yet. It's not a matter of holding the good cards. So it's not a matter of being in the best position right now, but of taking the position that you are in and working it for all that it is worth, okay? So you may be in a job where you are feeling that you're not using your skills completely, you're not being given the promotion that you've been looking for, that you've been working hard for. What are you able to do even under the difficult circumstances that you are working in? Are you still applying yourself completely? Are you still making the best effort that you can? That is what the Seven of Wands says here. Now, what's the potential coming up in the near future? Well, we have the Ten of Swords here, and any way you slice it, the Ten of Swords is not the most not the most fun card to receive, okay? But the Ten of Swords in this situation, where I feel that we're talking about your job, your work situation, I feel that you are going to get to the point very soon within this month period where you are saying to yourself, okay, I've put in all the effort, I've done the best that I can. Is it now time for me to walk away from what I have been doing, okay? Am I seeing any progress? If I'm not seeing any progress, then it may be time for me to cut my losses and move on to something else, okay? The Ten of Swords message here is those things that hurt instruct. So yes, you may have gotten to the realization recently that no matter how much effort you're putting into what you've been applying yourself diligently to, it's not taking you where you want to go, or where you feel you deserve to be, or where you need to be. And at that point, it's a matter of instruction to you, because though it may hurt you to have to walk away from a situation that you have applied yourself to so strongly and so, with such focus, it may be for your greater good to cut your losses and now close this cycle. Tens are all about cycles. The Ten of Swords talks about difficulties, but the end of a cycle of difficulties or stress and strain. And now moving on to the next cycle, which the next card would be a 1, and that would be the new beginnings. Okay, so that's your potential in coming up this month. Your advice card, we have the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands for me directly means that whatever you're dealing with right now, there is a lot of competition. You've been under a lot of stress. You may have gotten into some heated discussions, either with people that you're working with, people, you know, who are in your environment. It could be employers, it could be co-workers, it could be partners that you are dealing with. And it's to the point now where the stress may be such that you may need to now find your own path, move to a new path, take a new path. In this picture, we have a man who is walking, and there's someone who's walking ahead of him, and he's walking very carefully because even though he is behind the person in front of him, he is thinking about what his next step is. He is contemplating what his next step is. He may have recently gotten into an argument. This picture, you know, could be a man who was in an argument with this woman, and now she's walked hurriedly forward, and he is slowly walking behind because he's thinking about what he needs to do now, either to fix the situation or to change the situation or to improve the situation. Okay, the message here is the wisest men follow their own direction. So this is the message of the Five of Wands. It may be time for you now to cut your losses and follow your own direction, because what you're dealing with, it's just not yielding what you have put into it. Okay, and the outcome here, which is at the base of the deck, is the Five of Swords. I'm sorry, is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords talks about having power and having focus and focusing our minds to manifest what it is that we are trying to achieve. Now, there may be someone in your midst who is an air sign. It could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, who is going to be instrumental in this situation. This may be a partner, a employer. This may be someone who can come and assist you. So what I'm thinking here is that if this is a job or work situation where you are needing to move or you're needing to change, look to someone of these qualities. Now, the King of Swords is often someone who is very good at making decisions, but can also be very selfish and self-involved. So if you are not dealing with someone of this personality, my feeling here is that through your making the changes or following your own direction, which is the message from the Five of Wands, you may need to be in a situation where you are focusing on your own life, your own desires, your own concerns. You may have to put other things secondary and be selfish in this particular situation. Now, selfishness, you know, there are negative connotations to that, but there are also positive connotations when you have given so much to others or to a situation and you are not reaping any reward or benefit. It's okay then in that situation to be selfish, because if your needs and your goals are not taken care of, you cannot be effective to the world around you, to loved ones, to the company that you're working for. You cannot push forward to achieve your goals and to become a complete and whole person if you are not pushing your goals forward and your dreams, your plans, your desires. So in this reading, I feel that the message is here that you may need to cut your losses in a situation, to follow your own direction now in this month period, and to be a little selfish in your plans. Now, the message on the King of Swords here is the great virtue is the real courage to face facts and live beyond them. The message here may be that you need to face the facts of your situation and now move away, move beyond what you can no longer control or what you can no longer affect in a positive way. At the base of the deck, at the base of the reading, again, we have Number 34 of the Tao Oracle, great power. So regardless of what stress, regardless of what difficulty, what problematic situation you are dealing with, know that this solar eclipse in your sign is going to support you with great power to push your goals and push your agenda forward. Always remember now, though, that Pisces is a sign of healing. So make sure that even if you are pushing your agenda, that the consequences of your actions are going to be positive, not only for yourself, but of those around you. So you may need to walk a fine line here. You may need to be very diplomatic. You may need to say, listen, you know, I care about this situation. I care about the person I'm dealing with, or about this job. I care about this company. However, I have to focus on moving forward on my path, my professional path, my spiritual path, my life path, and I may need to make certain difficult decisions here that in the outcome are going to not only be positive for me, but for for the general consensus, whether that is your family, your loved ones, your business. This may be time for you to go out on your own, to have faith in your own personal power. You're being granted a period of great power by this new moon solar eclipse. Take advantage of that, Pisces. All right. Thank you so much, Pisces. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If you would like a private reading, please contact me at my website, and I'd be happy to do a personal reading for you. Thank you so much to my Pisces friends for liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel, and for your wonderful comments. I always look forward to communicating with viewers and subscribers, and I thank you so much for the blessing of your support, your feedback, your encouragement. Thank you so much. I bid you all namaste. Have a wonderful birthday period.